Today we're going to react to Hi Ren, which I'm really excited about because it's all about mindset. It's a battle with his subconscious part of his mind, and it's all about that inner critic that tells us basically that we're not good enough. So I have heard this before, but it's a great one to react to, so let's get into it. I just want to stop that right there because that intro with all the different notes where he's going up and down the neck of the guitar, it's kind of like all of our thoughts that are in our minds that all collide, clash and go together. And then this high pitched sort of cuckoo noise, it always reminds me of like cuckoo-ness of the mind that we all sort of live with as we're going through our day-to-day lives.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on you pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
So this first part here is the subconscious part of his mind that's talking to him. Just to give you a little bit of context, within our one mind, there's two areas of separate activity. There's a conscious part of our mind which sort of thinks and can reason things out and make decisions. And there's a subconscious part of our mind which has no ability to reason, and it's all of our emotional energy that's logged in there, and it makes us act without giving any conscious thought to it. Now the subconscious mind is 10 times stronger than the conscious mind, and it will just throw things at you in like real truth that hurts. You hear that expression sometimes, the truth hurts, but that's just the subconscious mind really throwing like the facts into the consciousness here, and we all have it. It's this inner chatter going on in our mind. So that was an example of it right there.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
So you notice the difference there. This calmer voice, more reasonable voice, is the conscious mind. It's looking at things from new perspectives. It says that I found a new way of coping or some new coping skills. It's willing to adopt a new plan, a new way to live. But the subconscious mind just wants to repeat the same cycle over and over and over again, because the main job of the subconscious part of your mind is to keep you alive. So when you embark upon doing something new, it doesn't like that. And it goes, hey, we don't do that. I've kept you alive for 30 years, however long it may be, by doing things this way. So we do things this way. You probably experienced this where you've had an idea and you really wanted to do something that excites you. And then you go and take action on that idea. The minute you take action, something scares you from nowhere. And then you go, no, I better not try that. All that is you've consciously made a decision, but then the subconscious throws your body full of fear when you go and take action, because it doesn't want you to try anything new. just in case it's dangerous.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
So again, the subconscious being brutal, just trying to articulate the truth as it knows it. It's not the truth, but it's the truth as it knows it. And with this 10 times stronger, all of these beliefs, all of this emotional past experience attached to it, it's also super intelligent and it knows everything about you. And even with like the white noise and follow this 10-step program, it's sort of just mocking him in a way. And it's saying, that's not you. Other people might be able to do that, but you can't, which is a complete lie.
Mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
So when you notice there, the conscious mind now that he's just done there, there's a lot more space, there's a lot more openness. And that's the way to live, really, is to let life flow through you and have the faith that things are going to happen in a beautiful way, even though you don't know the outcome. Many of us try and take control of every situation. And we find by doing that, we get like more sort of rigid and we actually feel worse because we're unable to ever switch off. Whereas, so the conscious mind, you could look at it as like it's got more space, there's more maneuverability there, it's flexible, it's malleable, is that the right word? Whereas the subconscious mind is fixed, it's a fixed mindset that it already knows what it knows, it's got evidence to back it up based on what's happened in the past, and therefore this is the way life should be repeated every single day. That's what the subconscious mind is telling you, but the conscious is where you can do this work to reprogram that subconscious mind. Doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you chip away at it over a few weeks, a few months, a few years, you will notice that your subconscious mind reacts to you in a more kinder way, the way that makes life a more pleasant experience. Because your subconscious mind could be carrying things from when you were like 8, and it could be holding you back as a 38-year-old. I mean, that's not right. That needs to be looked at. That's an outdated belief. You know, that's identifying with pain that isn't currently occurring, and that's not right. You know, so we all have to do this work. You don't have to, but if you're aware that something's wrong, then it's good to do that.
Think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me, I'm not...
This bit here is really, really powerful, and the reason why is because a couple of my friends have committed suicide, and this is why I feel so passionately about this work, because in my mind, the reason why they did that is because they were completely abducted by their subconscious mind, and they didn't see a way to get through that. They didn't know how to turn their thoughts off. So things were already in their subconscious mind unresolved. And then in their lives, let's say the conscious side of things, the outside world, they might have had a wife, a good job, a good car, a good apartment, whatever it is, these outside things. That was kind of like papering over the cracks of all of this that was unresolved. And then they might have lost that job, lost that apartment, wife, whatever it may be. And then all of that unresolved trauma, they're just absolutely flooded with it because it all comes back. And they don't have the tools to be able to deal with it. And the only way sometimes to switch it off is through, you know, the end.
Leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but...
Also, that there as well, where he says your music's thriving, where are your Grammys? this is what we've been brought up with. We've been brought up to think that accolades and achievements and awards mean that we're really good at something, when really it's all a charade, really, because it's like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, we think the best guitarist in the world is Jimi Hendrix because of what we've seen, the songs, what we've seen his lives and seen him play the guitar with his teeth and all things like that. But I bet you the best guitarist in the world right now is in Alabama, sitting on his porch somewhere, and you've never even heard of him. But we always attach labels, Grammys, Oscars, BAFTAs, whatever it is, as like, yeah, that's your validation that you are good enough. And that's what the subconscious mind's saying to him there. And that might not even be his belief. That could be a belief from someone else. It might be a parent or someone. Well, where are your Grammys then? But we can inherit these beliefs from other people.
My music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
So if you notice the subconscious mind there is saying things, it's completely mocking them, and it's kind of comical because this is exactly what happens. This is what we're doing all to ourselves on a daily basis, really. If you really stop and analyse your thoughts and your inner self-talk about what you say to yourself about yourself, if you were to write down some of the things you're saying to yourself, you would look at that and go, that's childish. But that's the thing. What's locked in the subconscious mind will stay there unless you've got the tools to go in and remove it. That's why in this book, Who the Hell Are You? I've got a whole chapter in there on the subconscious mind. It's called You Are Subconscious. And you can just change your complete reality in your whole life however you want. You can redesign it. And when it's saying here, you're lucky to have me inside you, to guide you, to manage expectations. It's what I said before, the subconscious is there to keep you alive. And it's actually saying, well, you're lucky that I'm here because I'm your survival instinct.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
See, that's interesting there as well, but the conscious mind is actually noticing that there's a problem now and it's actually standing up to the subconscious and it's actually saying, I'm in control, I choose if you, and then when he says the next word, he kind of goes into a different voice. So it's kind of like there's a little bit of self-doubt here. I think I'm in control, but really I'm not. And the thing is, you're not. Your subconscious is in control. But like I say, over time, if your subconscious is triggering you in ways that are no longer serving you, you can reprogram your subconscious mind. There is a way out. And Bren has done a lot of therapy work from what I know of him, and he will have that knowledge on how the subconscious part of us works.
Newsflash! I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. So son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies, Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
What he's saying there in that bit is so powerful because he's using Bible phrases, and he's basically saying that he is all of these different levels of consciousness. And that's so true because we can all access different levels of consciousness. We are all the things that we believe ourselves to be. And once we've got that belief gets you off the floor. And once you know something, you don't need belief no more. You just know it. So that's what he's saying there. It's conscious mind now is sort of saying, I can access all of these different levels of consciousness at will.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
Whoa, that end bit in its own could just be a piece, because what he's talking about there, this eternal dance between darkness and light, he's talking about the laws of the universe in an indirect way, the law of polarity, which is basically the law of opposites. It's like this book, for example, there's a front, there's a back, there's a right side, a left side, a top, a bottom, an inside and outside. You cannot have one without the other. And he's talking about this darkness and light. And this is kind of like our emotions, which ebb and flow. Some days you'll feel good, other times you won't. It's ultimately how you deal with those negative and positive emotions. It also reminds me of Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee was all about the law of polarity. He would say positive and negative. If you were too positive, then you are actually attracting the negative. So the idea is to go in the middle of the road. That's probably where that saying comes from. Because in that way, you're neither attracting neither of them, and you are just dancing in the middle, like what Ren's saying there. He's saying like a pendulum, like the more it goes into the light, then the darker the shadow becomes. So it's gonna go that way. But if a pendulum's in the middle, it's not gonna sway from left to right. You see this is like in love-hate relationships. You see this every single day. And I just think it's a complete brilliant piece from Ren. He's highly intelligent. He's obviously done a lot of mindset work. He understands, he's well read, he's got great lyrics, great musician. This is an absolute brilliant song. So I hope that gives you some insight. That's my breakdown. This is how I've interpreted these lyrics. I'm not necessarily right, but I just talk about personal growth. I've got my 2 books here, Who the Hell Are You? Instant Confidence. You can buy both of them on Amazon. This one, I'll leave a link in the description. You can actually get a digital copy for free. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next reaction video. Bye.